Hello, dear students. How are you? I hope you are okay. Welcome to our lesson today. Today, we're going to discuss the irregular verbs in the past simple. Irregular verbs in the past simple tense. So, our lesson today will be about irregular verbs. What do irregular verbs mean? What do we mean by a regular verb? Let's think. What do irregular verbs mean? A verb in which the past tense is not formed by adding the usual ed ending. So the irregular verb, it is the verb when we change it into the past form, we don't add ed. We don't add ed, but the whole word or the whole verb it changes. So we change the whole verb. We don't add ed. One more time. A verb in which the past tense is not formed by adding the usual ed ending. We don't add ed. For example, we have different irregular verbs. Sometimes we change the some letters in the verb, or we change the whole verbs. You see these colorful boxes. They have some letters that we change them when we change the infinitive form into the past simple form, but the verb is irregular. Let's start with the first one. We have the verbs which ends with D. We change the letter D into T. Some examples. Number one, build. The past simple form is belt. Build, belt. Lend, lent. Lend, lent. Send, sent. Spend, spent. So the first side is the infinitive form, but the other side is the past simple form. Here we change the letter D into the letter T. Some verbs we add OUGHT. For example, bring becomes brought. We don't pronounce the G and the H. So bring, brought. Buy, bought. Fight, fought. Think, thought. We have variety, or we have plenty of verbs, but I have chosen these verbs. Here we added OUGHT and we replaced them with some of the letters in the verb. So the first side is the infinitive and the other one is the past simple form. Let's read them again together. Bring, brought. Buy, bought. Fight, fought. Think, thought. And let's move to next one. We have the letter E. We replaced some letters with the letter E. Let's read the first one. Fall, fell. Fall, fell. Feed, fed. Feed, fed. Hold, held. Hold, held. Meet, met. So here in the past simple form, we added E. So fall, fell, feed, fed, hold, held, meet, met. Another one, the letter O. Forget becomes forgot. Forget, forgot. Get, got. Get, got. Shoot, shot. Shoot, shot. When we change the letter I with A, in the infinitive form it is I, but when we change it into the past simple form becomes A. Let's read them together. Begin, began. Drink, drank. Give, gave. Sing, sang. Swim, swam. Sit, sat. Let's read them one more time. I want you to read. Begin, began. Drink, drank. Give, gave. Sing, sang. Swim, swam. Sit, sat. So here we change the letter I with A. You have to memorize them. Here we added O, then the last letter is E. Let's read the infinitive form. Break, and the past simple form is broke. Choose, chose. Drive, drove. Ride, rode. Speak, spoke. Steal, stole. Wake, woke. Write, wrote. One more time. Break, broke. Choose, chose. Drive, drove. Ride, rode. Speak, spoke. Steal, stole. Wake, woke. Write, wrote. Here we added E-W. We pronounce it as oo, oo. So let's read the infinitive form, then the past simple form. Blow, blew. Draw, drew. Fly, flew. Grow, grew. Know, knew. And throw, threw. One more time. Blow, blew. Draw, drew. Fly, flew. Grow, grew. Know, knew. Here in this verb know, we don't pronounce the letter K because it is followed with N. When the next letter after the K is N, we don't pronounce the K. That's why we read it know. Know becomes in the past simple knew. Throw, threw. The letter T at the end of the verb. Feel, felt. Keep, kept. Leave, left. Mean, meant. Sleep, slept. Sweep, swept. Feel, felt. Keep, kept. Leave, left. Mean, meant. Sleep, slept. And sweep, swept. Here's when we have the letter A, it becomes double O. we have these two examples. Stand, stood. Stand, stood. Understand, understood. Understand, understood. When we have EAR, it becomes ORE. For example, we have these two verbs. Tear, tore. Wear, wore. Tear, tore. Wear, wore. When we have ELL, it becomes OLD. For example, the infinitive form of sell becomes in the past simple sold. Sell, sold. Tell, told. Sell, sold. Tell, told. A and Y becomes AID. A and I becomes AID. The infinitive form pay becomes paid. Pay, paid. Say, said. Pay, paid. Say, said. The O becomes A. Become, became. Become, became. Come, came. Come, came. AUGHT. We have these two examples. Catch becomes coat. Also, we don't pronounce the G and the H. Catch, coat. Teach, tote. Teach, tote. Look at these 5 sentences. They are written in the present form. We are asked to change them into the past simple form. Look at the first sentence. Number 1, Mark feeds his dog. The verb is feeds. Mark feeds his dog. This sentence becomes in the past form, becomes Mark fed his dog. Here the sentence, it means that it happened in the past. How did we know? Because the main verb fed is in the past form, but it is irregular. So, Mark fed his dog. Number 2, my parents go to the cinema. My parents go to the cinema. The verb or the infinitive verb is go. It becomes went. My parents went to the cinema. Number 3, Jack sells cars. Jack sells cars. The main verb is sells. It becomes in the past form sold. Jack sells cars becomes Jack sold cars. Jack sold cars. Number 4, we eat lunch around noon. We have the verb eat. It becomes in the past ate. We ate lunch around noon. Number 5, wear. I wear my uniform in school. It becomes, or the main verb is wear. It becomes in the past I wore my uniform in school. I wore my uniform in school. So let's remember the definition or what do irregular verbs mean. An irregular verb is a verb in which the past tense is not formed by adding the usual ed ending. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please write them down on your grammar notebooks. Wish you all the best.